You know, lately I feel like we've been talking a lot about what's coming up in terms of new releases, but none of it has actually materialized into our local stores. It feels like we're in a drought right now, especially in the US. I know Australia and Canada have gone in some new stuff. Case H is singles in Australia, some new 2-packs up in Canada, but we're definitely in dry bone valley here in the States. Case G is just barely gracing the lands of Walmart, and that case was scheduled, let's remember, for May 1st, okay? So what was scheduled for today, July 1st? That was Case J, which is out nowhere yet. Case H, the case before, scheduled for June 1st, is only in Australia so far. So we're in a little bit of a bad spot, especially considering back in February, we were ahead of schedule by a lot. And now we are just way worse behind schedule, okay? So it's rough. But yeah, Case L, 2024 singles Case L is what we're reviewing today, scheduled for September 1st. It's a while away, but it really isn't. It's literally only 2 months away. And so hopefully it's not an L, it's a dub, because that's what we want here. If you guys intend to reshare these contents, please refer back to this video. I'd really appreciate it. But let's rip on in here with one Todd Marcus, the no-star racer from Cars 1. I believe this may be his first appearance back since he debuted in Case E. I like him a lot, so I'm totally fine with that. Then we have one Gearsten Marshall, who I feel the opposite about. Gearsten Marshall had his first ever release in December of 2022. So we are about a year and a half removed from that, and he's been released in various formats multiple times and is one of the most peg-warming characters globally ever. I'm dead serious. I mean, he got the original singles release. He was included in multiple cases in 2023. Now he's been included in many cases in 2024, not to mention the accessory 2-pack release, not to mention the 2-pack with Mark Sontheimer, not to mention I believe he's also in that 5-pack that just came out at Walmart. But yeah, that's just crazy. I mean, Gearsten Marshall, Gear Dog, someone I used to like, is just a thorn in my peg-warming side right now. But moving on from that, we have one Dirt Track Fabulous Hudson Hornet. We know Doc always sells well, so we're fine with that. You have one Mater with the working tow hook. Okay, I'm cool with it. Now this is good. You have one GRC Raoul CaRoule. So he debuted in the last case. There were 2 of them. Now he's back with 1. I like that a lot. What I don't like, though, is that there are 2 GRC Lightning McQueens in this case. Now, why is that a problem? Many of you guys, probably including myself, don't have GRC McQueen right now. So it's like, why is that a bad thing? That's like a brand new car. Well, by the time this case actually comes out, he won't be a new car. He will feel like Bugmouth Lightning McQueen to you. And the way I say that is he'll feel like he was from 2008. Because let's remember, he debuted 4 cases ago in Case H. Okay? There were 3 of him in that case, which already was overkill. But if that wasn't bad enough, Mattel then decided, why not put 2 more of him in each of the next 3 cases? Case J, you get 2. Case K, you get 2. Case L, you get 2. So that is 9 GRC Lightning McQueens over the course of 4 cases. I'm going to spoil something for you guys. You ready for this? No, you're not. There are 2 more in Case M. So there you go. Between 5 cases, back to back to back to back to back, 11 GRC Lightning McQueens. He is going to peg warm out of everyone's ears. You're going to hate him by the time November, December roll around. I guarantee it. Now, I probably won't hate GRC Francesco Bernoulli just because he is awesome and he has not been in that many cases. He's been in a few, but he's back here, and I'm totally fine with it. James Cleanair is also back, the Vitaline racer. I'm okay with that. He's been in a couple cases, Case E, Case C, but all is good in the world. Then you have Hall Inngas, the retread racer, another one I'm pretty indifferent toward. I haven't seen too many hanging around the pegs. You also have Wingo with Flames back in this case, so a couple Case E inclusions are returning in this case in particular, like Todd and Wingo, both of which debuted in Case E and now are back. I like Wingo, obviously. I'm not going to complain about that. You also have Jessica Carville in this case, which is a really nice inclusion because she debuted in Case J. Actually, I misspoke. She debuted in Case H, so a few cases ago. And now she's making her first return. Now, pities always tend to be easier to find. most people, like a lot of collectors, just completely cut pitties out of their diet, don't collect them. And so that's why, Pitstoposaurus, who else? Breaker Boggs, Megan Shifter dating back to 2018 just have not been historically that hard to find. Now, Bryn Imager and Mike Stockcar from 2019 are different stories, but they were distributed a lot less, okay? So I don't expect Jessica being that hard to find. Then you have one Rust-eze, Dinoco Cruz Ramirez, basically the Cars on the Road version of Cruz. Then we have Rust-eze Lightning McQueen, so that's the beginning of Cars 3 version of McQueen. Then we have Heyday Smokey. I'm totally cool with that. Smokey always sells quite well. Then you have one Cactus Lightning McQueen. So this one, Cactus McQueen has been a little problematic over the last couple months. There have been a little too many Cactus McQueens for my liking. I mean, he debuted in KC, and he just has not gone away. Maybe it's because him and Tumbleweed McQueen kind of fall into the same category for me, but I am just not a big fan of the Bombardment. Like, he is not selling as well as I thought he would be for being his first Thailand release. But anyways, I am a big fan of this. Tony Motorfeld's back. So after debuting in Case G, he gets a return here. That's great news because he will undoubtedly be one of the more popular characters released this year in general. Now, if that wasn't enough McQueens for you in this case, and just to make sure we're all on the same page, you had two GRC McQueens, you had one Rust-eze McQueen, one Cactus McQueen, okay? So we are honestly only at 4, which, only at 4 sounds a little counterintuitive, but here are 2 more just in case you did not have enough. Radiator Springs McQueen, 2 of him. Okay, whatever. We know that we average 6.334 McQueens in every case. And we had to get up there somehow, some way. And we certainly weren't doing it with 2 more GRC McQueens. All right, what's new in this case, you ask? Well, you have 2 Union Jack Ramones. First time being released from Thailand. Now you might be asking, well, didn't he get released in 2020, metallic and regular? And you are technically right, but he had the paint gun, so it was actually Body Shop Union Jack Ramone. But as we know, Mattel gave up long ago on differentiating between the two, but somehow internally they still know the difference because they are now releasing the other version, which is the version without the paint gun. That's just Union Jack Ramone. Pretty significant. He debuted all the way back in 2012 in a Giga, 12-pack exclusive to Target, along with that captured Professor Z, that weird Professor Z with the gray netting around him. Pretty cool actually. But so he's back, 2 of him, brand new Thailand variants. What else is new in this case? You get 2 GRC Max Schnells. I like that. I'm a huge fan of that. I'm heavy on GRC Max Schnell, so that's great. 2 of him is also very nice, and he looks good. He's probably not going to be my favorite GRC racer, but I like it. And then you have 1 Logan Gearsall, the Ghost, that is in the Model T Lizzie model. Now, I would say this one would become rare, but we know how Mallory Carhart struggled, and we know how Tractor Ghost honestly was not as rare as everyone thought it would be, especially considering tractors are just rare in general by nature. But so maybe this one won't be that bad, but since it's its first release here and there's only 1 in the case, probably will be a little bit of a grind to find this one, and it's unlikely. I'm just going to say, I'm going to put this out there. I'm not going to spoil everything for you guys, but it's unlikely that Ghost, this was actually coded originally as Ghost in Right Picture, just so you guys are aware. I originally speculated it could be Diana Giordano, but Logan Gearsall is literally the Ghost in the Right Picture that pops out of the wall. But there's only 1 in the case, and I'm just going to spoil it for you guys. Logan does not return ever, so this is his only release. I don't know, I keep wanting to say her because of Lizzie, but it's a him only release in 2024. There you guys have it. What the hell else do I have to say besides there are way too many GRC McQueens out in circulation, or there will be once these finally start hitting their release dates. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys soon for another video. Bye now.